Howdy cowdies. Fortnightly fossick at the collector. We're running a bit late, so this will be a quick one tonight. It probably won't be though. Hope you're going good. We've been bloody busy. Got lots of nice stuff. Nice gold ring. More gold, more gold, more gold. Kevin Cowboy Murray. Good little lot of mixed footy cards. Some Egyptian silver napkin rings. Some nice little oriental miniatures. Those little glass balls are all hand painted from the inside. I've got another lovely little cliche perfume bottle, French one there. Nice Italian eyeglass with a lovely Millefiori glass end on it. All right. How cool's this? Camp fold out, cast iron folding out campaign sort of day bed. So the backrest folds down there, the little legs sticking out there, and then the seat all folds out open as well. It's missing two of the little porcelain casters off this side, but you can see they're on the other side. Beautiful bloody patina. It's just a cracking bit. We've got some nice sort of mid-century gear Birdsey coffee table. They're a Sydney mob, wrapped in copper. It's really quite nice with the sort of brutalist sort of base on it. And this is another one, the rectangular one. Got these nice pair of little copper relief pictures signed S. Rothenberg. Really kind of cool, real 1960s. Big, heavy, brass Eastern oil lamp. There you go, you got the two tiers here. And the big brass cockerel on the top. Cracking bit. Nice copper Viking ship. Pretty cool. Another Birdsey mirror, apart from the bloody bastard you can see in it. These are really nice. The pair of the Edwardian plasterware, good night, good morning. Yeah, a couple of little bits missing here and there, but you know, all things considered, they're really nice. Little deco half round table. And you'll notice as well some of these lot numbers with the yellow. The early lot numbers are the timed auction, so that's finishing, or you know, from 4 o'clock tomorrow. And all the ones with the larger lot numbers will be in the live auction starting at 6 o'clock. And that's pretty cool, this sort of wacky, sort of brutalist laser cut metal mirror or picture frame. We've got this nice big sort of kitchen dresser. It's like a refractory table with a nice back on it to put your plates and stuff on. It's just got really nice patina and these nice little joins here. All right, what else have we got? Some bird cages on their stands. Really cool. Portable air conditioner. Got some great clothing. Got this fantastic I Dream of Jeannie, sort of original 70s outfit with the pants and the little crop top there and the little sort of headdress to wear as well. Really cool. We've got some band shirts. We've got a nice beaded frock. Got a couple of lovely oriental silk coats. This one, though, you can see that the silk on the back up the top here is actually starting to push through. But this black one's in great condition. We've got some great sort of 70s dresses. Some cool little sort of strappy ones and stuff in amongst as well. More cool sort of vintage ladies' clothing. There's some great sort of frocks and stuff in amongst here. Carmen bloody Miranda sort of polka dot dress with a little hair clip to go with it. Some great stuff in there. More band shirts and a cool old Spicer bomber jacket. R.M. Williams jacket made in Australia. More ladies stuff. More band shirts. This is a cool little Shaheen, little two-piece gold sort of lurex or whatever it is, little two-piece outfit with some other nice oriental gear. More oriental stuff, Cheongsam dresses. Great lot of skirts. These long sort of retro 1970s ones with the belt. Little polka dot ruffled ones. There's some very cool stuff in there. And this is a great lot as well of all this retro stuff. You've got these great pairs of flares. Fantastic little vests. Sort of like go-go dancer sort of stuff. Really cool pair of paisley stockings. But these little crop tops are fantastic. These ones are great as well with the little flowers on them, straight from bloody Woodstock or something. It's a really cool lot, that. There we go. And these great lot of military coats. Now, they are a little bit chewy, you can see. Yeah, a little bit moth-eaten here and there, but they're pretty amazing with the Somerset epaulettes. It's got a nice little medal on it as well. Just really cool. I think one of them is actually an outfit. There is a pair of pants that goes with the jacket. All right, lamp and a towel rack, ladies' clothing and jewellery, gramophone and radio sort of accessories and parts and things. There's a fantastic collection of lab glass, laboratory gear. So there's all that stuff in there. And then there's more sort of little pipettes and stuff like that here. All right, but there's other, I'll show you some more in a minute. Good lot of records, big decorative 1970s oil painting. Good little group lot with the Boomeroo cash register, this cool little Netoy plastic one. And then we've got an old Kodak guillotine and a nice little sort of punch as well. Some 18th and 19th century engravings. More ladies' clothing, and there's probably some men's gear in amongst as well. And then we've got some of this stuff in boxes because we ran out of room on the clothes rack. But there's some great stuff in those boxes. Some more good ladies' clothing down in here. Good audio gear, good Yamaha turntable with a nice little Sony portable cassette deck, reel-to-reel. And this Pro Photo, it's a big flash unit. There you go. A couple of nice orchids and some rocks. These are nice big potted up money tree plants or whatever they are, the succulents. Nice little kitchen dresser made down in Mentone, good old Clive Avenue. Used to wreak havoc down there when I was a kid. Some sort of damaged Victoriana, this Royal Ducks piece. It's a shame she's had her arm off here, but not much else is. It might be a little bit other bits and bobs here and there. Nice glass and a nice little pedestal urn as well. Little guitar practice amps. How's that for a bloody photographic enlarger? Absolute ripper of a bit. It's got a big boxes full of all the accessories and stuff to develop and print and do your own photography. The big enlarger is an absolute cracker. There's all extra lenses and stuff like that to go on it. It's the biggest one I've ever seen. And here's all the lab glass. All right, so it's all of this is in good condition. That little lot I showed you before, the little box, the second box I pulled out with everything in there, it's got a little bit of damage here and there, but all of this stuff looks to be pretty good. But yeah, pretty amazing big lot. All sorts of crazy stuff in amongst it. Lucky we've got young Ferg working here now who's actually studying to be a chemist, so he knows exactly what all this stuff is, because we didn't have a bloody clue. Anyway, there's more books and ephemera and stuff like that down under there, and a good lot of cutlery, ladies' bags, other gear. These are cool, all the old crates, corbels, sieves, hessian sacks, dandy gloss starch. Some retro gear, nice little Beswick lidded bowl or box there with some glasses, jewellery, some good sort of little blokey gear in amongst here. Little shot glasses in a case and a cool little sort of periscopy thing. Nice little compass, little Edwardian sort of silver-plated compass. Good coins and stamps, more jewellery, Victorian vases with the applied flowers. This pair are a little bit damaged here and there, but they're actually kind of nice to see, a pair of them. Really cool pair of Peter's Ice Cream director's chairs, 1983. Nice retro dining suite. There's no brands on it though. 7-piece, 6 chairs and the extension table. Retro rugs a ripper. Nice big New Zealand woolen rug as well in like a traditional sort of Eastern style. Another nice little group lot of Edwardian and Victoriana. Nice pair of Japanese export wear. And the Bald Eagle. Majestic. Just bask in its majesty. There you go. It's really cool, made by Franklin Mint. It's got its pedestal and stuff to go on it. It's in great condition. What else we got? A little lot of sort of Eastern and Oriental gear, Japanese stuff. Chairman Mao, little red book in his watch. Some blank de Chine figures. A pair of Wayang puppets. Nice Victorian cedar toilet mirror. It's got 2 drawers there, but pretty typical. When you let it go, it does that. The big wicker cane cot. Again, the cool thing. Got some nice dolls. Big monitor sort of charger. Frisbee. With a nice big hand-painted metal vase. Nice lot of Italian ceramics. Big educational maps. Old water pump. Couple of nice modernist still lifes, D. Fleischman. And this is someone, I think, Chris Canaris, something like that. Really nice, actually. Nice little retro coffee table as well. Okay. We've got Master of the Universe Star Wars men and heaps of G.I. Joe guys, vehicles, Action Man, retro stuff, industrial light shades, industrial fans. Mixed lot of pictures, CDs and cassette tapes, rocks. This is a nice big lot here of all the door hardware. Nice pair of light shades. There's more stuff down the back. Paintings. Nice box of metalware. Ladies' hats and accessories. Books. Stuff. This is a good box out of all mini books, mini minor workshop manual, parts catalogue, mini 69 to 86, sporting gear, good books, model kits and stuff that haven't been, I think the spacecraft has been partly made up. Nice box of EP. These are nice. This 3-volume set, The Modern Bricklayer. World's Greatest Paintings 3-volume set with a nice picture as well. I think it's a modern Eugene von Gerard lithograph, I think produced by the Victorian Historical Society. These are great, the old Peanuts books. Another nice little lot of Australiana, including this one's a ripper. It's got lovely photographs. Ulangor by Wilbur S. Chaseling. It's got lovely black and white photographs and plates throughout. Scientific scales. Horns. There you go. All the gramophone and other horns. Really cool big lot. And there's a box full of them there that goes with it. Good lot of CDs and cassette tapes. There's some great tapes. Scorpions, Neil Young, Skid Row, 2-volume Pink Floyd, David Lee Roth, Bon Jovi, Beastie Boys. Then we've got some good CDs as well, a bit of Amy Winehouse. And there's some good stuff. Some of this is sort of obscure Australian stuff in amongst. What else have we got? This is a cool lot, the DC chess set that you bought at the newsagents. The first magazine came with one figure for $5, and then every other figure cost you $20. Pack of bastards. But anyway, that's the whole set. Really cool lot. What else have we got in here? Some box die-cast toys and stuff, Barago kits to make up, racing car sets. Nice Victorian oil lamp there with some other things. A big lot of ceramics, glassware, crystal, china. Nice lot of EP. This is a little sterling silver. I think it weighs 54-gram napkin ring, and this is a nice Liberty & Co. Tudoric tankard. Big lot of mixed lot of cards. Great big lot of etchings. One down the bottom, Higginbotham. I think it's Julie Higginbotham. I think she was a St Kilda artist. There is another one over the back of The Last Supper. They are all in as-found condition, as you can see, but some of them are not signed. So I think the majority of them are by her. I can just tell by the figures and stuff that she does, but some of them are also signed de Milo. No relation to the Venus. Car badges, Bakelite stuff. Little weight set there, and this little fishing box, little tackle box or something. Retro canisters and a paper doll and some pussycats. There's some good toys in there. I got some good pictures this week. Really good stuff. Nice big Peter Hickey etching and aquatint. This is a nice unsigned pastel. Really nice, but it's unsigned, so I've put it with this nice big European etching. I think he's one of the dudes out of Shakespeare. A little Robert Campbell watercolour is a ripper. Jeff Ingleton dry point etching of Zehayan shooting the sun, which is actually, I think, Abel Tasman's boat. And this is another ripper, Norman Wilkinson. I think it's called the Plate Fleet. I think it's referring to the Spanish fleet, which was apparently full of silver. And I think plata or something like that is Spanish for silver, which is why this image is referred to as the Plate Fleet. You'll see it in other places being referred to as the State Fleet, but they're wrong. Timothy Quantanampak, I think it is, who's a Canadian Inuit artist. This is a stone engraving. You don't see this type of thing floating around every day. And in fact, I can't find anything else like it. All details in pencil underneath, dated 1968, I think. And this is a ripper, homage to Cyril Power, the merry-go-round. It is signed Schauk and dated 16. And I'm pretty sure they've used the actual plate from the Cyril Power, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, it's pretty much exactly like the Cyril Power one. So pretty hard to reproduce that without the original plates or whatever were being used. This is a nice British watercolour, Shakespeare's Beach. It's unsigned, but it's a ripping thing. This is a nice Russian watercolour, I think. Egon Wolberg. All right. Or Polish, maybe. I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's a great watercolour with all the nice thickened gouache through it to give it a bit of body. I really like this. It's a lovely oil by Gladys K. Good. Often wondered who Johnny B's mother was. But it's a ripper of a bill. I think it's called Pattern of the Plain. She's a South Australian painter. Very much overlooked. I think she taught Ivor Heel, maybe, and Jacqueline Hick, so she's responsible for some great Australian moderns. This is just a lovely thing, and it's really nicely presented in that frame. We've got some more nice works by Yale Raymond. Fantastic big colourful oil paintings on canvas. What else? I mean, this is a nice little attributed Aboriginal piece, but once again, I've forgotten the name, but it will be in the catalogue, lot 257. But yeah, it's 99% by the artist. Most of the time they don't sign their work, and this one's unsigned. It's just a great thing, great example. A lot of Victoriana, the flat back, dressing table set, and a nice little plasterware. And we've got all this scientific scales and all these bloody hygrometers and thermometers and all sorts of stuff in these boxes. This is a great big lot of all the novelty Australian pottery, sort of 1970s snake things. There you go, wrapped up as sardine tins, coming out of an egg. And I think it just said, "I just got laid." But there is a little bit of damage you can see there on one of the little bits is off. Loch Ness Monster, some little house. Now the house is actually signed Alison Smith. All right, so it's nice to actually finally know who actually makes some of this stuff. But some of the other stuff is just initialed, I think, ES. There you go, underneath. It's just a great big lot. Some fantastic stuff. Look at her. He's great as well. I don't know, they're just cool. There is a little bit of damage here and there. Some of these little apples and sort of pears go back on top of each other. All right, just really cool things. What else? We've got some really nice lighting. Nice pair of the sort of little cast and wrought ones. These nice beaten copper ones. This nice big Harley, a Melbourne made, I think, sort of medicinal heat lamp. And then we've got these two nice lead light hanging lantern and this lead light with a nice little oil burner inside still. Got all the bloody black soot up the top there. That's seen a few nights. And we've got a nice little banker's lamp as well. Good reference book on Brett Whiteley. Nice collection of Australian studio pottery. Bruce Morrow. Most of the other bits are signed. Nice Raku pot, actually. Pin-up girl, sort of risque stuff. Batman and Dick Tracy cards. Good lot of records. Beatles, Queen, Who. Bit of Elvis Costello in amongst there as well. The vintage 50s Western comics. This is cool. The old Battlestar Galactica Viper launch station. That's the box. That's the Viper launch station. That's the Viper. But we are missing a couple of pieces. I think it should have gun turrets here. It should have a hand grip underneath as well for kids to shoot the Viper off. But it's actually nice to see it with the box and everything. Good lot of modern comics. Playboy cards. Hungarian telephone. Hungarian espresso machine. Potentially a Hungarian mandolin. Book on Godfrey Miller. Great Australian painter. That painting on the cover there, I think it took him about 4 or 5 years to actually paint it. And when you actually see it up in the new art gallery in New South Wales, you'll see why. Great lot of footy cards, I think 72 and 73, but nice big lots, and they're all in pretty damn good condition. Great big one-sheet movie poster for the new Barbarians. Like, you know, someone ripping off Mad Max or something like that. Just really cool. Big signed print by Lisa Calvert, American artist of Grizzlies Fishing. Some nice dolls. Fantastic Black Boy card tray. Plasterware, all original and in great condition. I mean, there's little bits here and there, but he's fantastic. Nice big doll. This is a great big Roy Lichtenstein exhibition poster, I think, from a show over in Israel off the top of my head. Just can't remember. It's lot 270. It'll be in the catalogue. Good still life oil paintings, watercolours, cigarette card, and a lovely framed World War I silk postcard. This is a really nice little watercolour here I've had to put with a print by Mabel Withers. And the back's got the title. Magenta Station, Peak Downs, Queensland, Grey Day. So English and South African, travelled extensively, 5 years in Australia in the 1920s. So gutsy, going up far north Queensland in the 1920s. That's a really nice watercolour. It's actually a little ripper. Nice dome clock and a kettle. A lot of cigarette swap cards, Egyptian stuff. These are nice. The blue glass eagle decanters. Victorian glass. A couple of bits have got a little bit of damage, but it's a really nice group. Pokerwork. Fantastic Heiko German-made lamp. It's great there with the downward duck, which I'm pretty sure is a yoga move, isn't it? Nice three-handled brass arts and crafts jardiniere. Barbie's camper van with the sticker on the back, if the van's a rockin', don't bother knocking. 2 pairs of scientific scales again. What else have we got? More things, footy cards and stuff. This is a cool little Edison cylinder holder. Little Edison gramophone cylinder holder with a nice old World War II signalling lamp, ephemera, advertising cards, grog and smokes. Game Boy, colour Game Boy with some games and a fantastic Box Casio boxing calculator. Box Beatles cassette tape set, it's all there. Nice little lot of Bakelite. I think there's a little bit of damage on one of the canister lids. These are cool. These are Ukrainian bootleg Napalm Death cassette tapes. There you go. I think one of them's on the Noon label or something like that. The other ones don't have labels. But these are obscure things. You're not going to see these every day. Nice lot of Australian pokerwork. Art glass. Good lot of music ephemera. There's a set of 4 of the Beatles cards, which I think are out of the White Album. Plus there's other posters and stuff of Slade and stuff like that. There's an old pop magazine as well. That's cool. The Super Nintendo Scope 6. There you go. 6 action-packed games included. I think the cartridge is in there. I'm pretty sure it is from memory. Cordless for maximum maneuverability. Contains 6 AA batteries. Well, I don't think they're going to be there anymore. But that's a good thing. All right, what else? All these crystal lustres. They're actually quite nice. And here's a nice lamp there. I've just taken the shade off because it's a bit sort of wobbly in there. I'm just a bit worried someone's going to knock it. Massive lot of swap cards. Gee Willikers Batman. Albums full. All the stuff. There's just bloody heaps of it. There's heaps of Coles cards. There you go. Looks like a Coles one. Yep. You got Art Deco. You got Glamour Girls. You got advertising. There is heaps of cool stuff. It's a massive big lot. All right. Seashells and thimbles. Well, you may as well. Great lot of retro sort of Euro overseas ceramics. South African. There you go. Art Pottery SA. So it's a South African vase. Really like that one. Little Spanish one. All right. I think that one's Spanish as well and a bit of West German, but there is a chip out of that. But that little mosaic-y one's an absolute ripper. Really like that. And come on. Last couple of cabinets. Nice big lot of sets. So you got the Stuart Crystal set. You got this nice Burleyware set and this nice German porcelain dessert set. An Apprentice Chiffonier with a couple of other nice boxes, but he's a little ripper. Some good Australian records, bit of Broderick Smith on the top. Another good lot of records, Flash in the Pan, The Jam, plus Root Boy Slim and the Sex Change Band with the Rootettes. Interesting stuff. Certainly worth looking into. Pretty sure that's probably where Fatboy Slim, I reckon, got his name from. But interesting stuff. Interesting album. Nice big bit of glass. Another nice big bit of glass. Some articulated money banks. Couple of great Australian albums, Plainers and Dockers, Kiss My Art and Ganga Jang. Another good lot of records with Rodriguez. Nice lot of English China, Worcester, Carltonware. Another great record, John Cooper Clarke, Snap, Crackle and Bop. If you haven't heard him, he's a fantastic English poet. He used to open up for the bloody Sex Pistols and stuff like that back in the day, but he's still kicking around. And yeah, if you've never heard of any of his stuff, just have a quick look. He's pretty good. You got to listen carefully though. Very cool. All right, what else? Great little vintage doll here with the head that spins around sometimes. Oh. There you go. She's fantastic with the 3 different faces. Really cool thing. Can't recall seeing one of these before. Another nice clock. Really nice English arts and crafts mirror there with the nice little hooks on it. Alfred Renz, I think it is, German artist. Really nice big gouache, and there's another one there as well by him. Renz, R-E-N-Z, I just can't remember his first name. I think it's Alfred. The Goebbels monk jugs. Nice little lot of orifices and other sort of modernist glass. Costa Boda. Really nice Dalton dish with Pan there playing his pipes. Your Victorian uranium glass vase. Just a nice Victorian satin glass jug. Nice uranium glass lemonade set. Another nice uranium glass lemonade set with the polka dots. And a Bagley frosted uranium glass diamond-shaped vase with the flowerade. And we've got this lovely little bit as well. I think it's Margaret Ethel Tompkins, Australian China painter. Such a nice thing. Really overlooked, I reckon. These, a lot of women, painting blank china, 1910, 1920s. And it really gets overlooked. I think that's an absolutely beautiful bit. And we got down the bottom some great stuff. Barsoni style lamp, another Barsoni style lamp. This is a ripping bit. It's a World War I photograph framed up, beautifully framed up with the cut mount, all hand decorated down the bottom as well. And we have discovered that it is Private David John Tate, I think, who was killed in action in Poitiers in 1916. All right, it's just a beautiful thing. And fantastic original Barsoni lamp. She's in great condition. This one's had a little bit of restoration here and there, and so is the other one there. All right, but the Barsoni one's in great condition. Great thing. And these here are a set of 4 vintage Chico roll posters. Don't knock the roll. And that's just made me hungry. All right, so I think it's, 28 minutes. That'll do. Hopefully, guys, you saw something you liked. See you guys tomorrow night. Live starting at 6. Timed is finishing from 4 o'clock. Be good. See you then.